Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020, Career Mode episode 112. We're at the Ronde van Vlaanderen. Big race on the calendar. Big race for our sponsor. Top 10 objective. And it's the second biggest objective of the season. At 3.5 stars, it's a big one. And unlike some of our previous attempts where we've had a little bit of a mixed bag, this is one of those challenging ones. It's got undulation. It's 250 plus kilometers. And it's got a little bit too much in the cobble region. A little bit too much in the uphill cobble region for an Alves Machado, who especially today is on a -3. No chance whatsoever that he would still be around at the end with a 69 cobble rating and a 61 resistance. Yeah, no. So we're going to have to pick and choose carefully. Telford, Jorgensen, both here, but neither of them are looking too good either. Monotoglu is a +4. Rajkovic is a +4. Rodriguez is a +1, but he is here for moral support. Or more specifically, he's here for his name, for his popularity. So we at least can accomplish that aspect of what we're trying to do here today. Telford's 78 cobble rating, even though he's a 0, that's going to have to do. Mountain's only a 63, Hill's a 69. It's not looking so good, but Telford with that kind of cobble rating will do a lot better than some of the other guys. Climbing's really not that bad, it's just short and steep. He'll balance that out at least a little bit with that cobble rating.
Some team managers mustn't appreciate the fact that there is a breakaway.
Jorgensen 76, mountain rating 69. His resistance only a 64 today, but that stamina at 69, it's gonna have to do. So Alves Machado, I know he's out of it today. Let's go ahead and get him protecting Jorgensen. Let's take a look. Wykankis, yeah, 67 cobbles, not going to be enough. But the stamina is good. The resistance is good. The climbing is there. Maybe we'll think about it. Oh, Monotoglu. Oh, we've got to give a Monotoglu a go with that kind of condition. Same for Rajkovic. 80-80 on the resistance and stamina. I think we've got to ride for those guys. Rodriguez can handle the climbing part. I mean, mountain's 83. Cobbles is 69. That's really not that bad, all things considered. You know, I think like Jorgensen, 64 resistance just is not going to be enough. I think I need to switch up what I was originally going to do, and I really do need to ride for those guys. Wykankis, no, that cobble rating's not going to do it. But Rajkovic, a 74 with a 70 mountain and the 80-80, that might just do it. Just like a 73 could be enough. 69 mountain, I don't know, but the sprint part, oh, we could win this thing if we could get those guys to the end. All right, we'll have Telford ride solo. Or will we? No, I'm going to take Jorgensen's climbing over.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up.
All right, so Rodriguez, Rajkovic, and Monotoglu today, which is kind of what I do typically in a lot of these races, is try to get those sprinters to the end. I don't know if that's going to work out for us, but Telford and Jorgensen, they're nothing beyond their cobble rating. And with the punchiness, I think Rodriguez has a better shot than they do. He'll make up for it on the climbing aspect. And Rajkovic and Monotoglu are just so strong with those +4s. We've succeeded with that before. We've also failed with that. Last time around, a race just like this, we failed it. We'll see how it goes. 200k to go, And the first cobble sections are not that far away now. Big break. 14 riders at the front. One rider in no man's land who's coming back to the Peloton. One rider who's 6 minutes behind. It sucks for them. All right, firmly established, 14 at the front. 2-minute gap is all they have, and we're actually losing more riders out the rear. Here we go. First cobble section coming up. 2 stars, 1.3K. We'll take it at a moderate speed for now. After this, we'll get water. No problem for now. Cruise mode. There's the second section. No damage done. We're through it. Let's go ahead and send Alves Machado to get water.
The pack is increasing its work rate.
He's the domestique of the day. Unfortunate he didn't get anything better on that cobble rating, but a 62 mountain, 60 hill, -4 stamina resistance is really going to hurt him. He's likely to be the first one out. In fact, you can see just from getting water, he was a bit fatigued. All right, challenges are coming soon. Another 10-15K, and we're going to really start getting into this thing, and then it's not going to let up much for a while. But first 5, or next 5 cobbled sections, I would imagine the Peloton will still be mostly intact. 4 stars! Oh, wait. 81. Alright, we got to slow down for this one, make sure we don't just hit a wall like Alves Machado just did. He was trying to pedal into a wall. Monotoglu, Telford. Come on, guys. Alright, we're okay. We're nearly to the end of this. See just how quickly these guys go back, though.
Crossing a cobbled section is a technical exercise. That's why some specialists don't hesitate to
Field did split.
several times.
Jorgensen was the only one who made that first bit. Plenty of splits. Hard uphill section like that. And it's not all together. I would love to see it not come back together. I mean, Peloton at 53 this early, and only one of my guys out. That would be pretty nice. They're racing pretty hard. Alves Machado nearly getting dropped, riding at a 70. Okay, he was protecting somebody. It was Rodriguez. Get him back up there. Okay, 130K to go. Good time for food, but not a good time for water just yet. 3 cobbled sections coming up. 2 stars, 800 meters. That's not bad. We're already set to an 81, so no need for adjustment. Get through that one easily enough. 3 stars, but it's after the climb. Alves Machado, you can see just how tired he is. And we're going to really start to see the Peloton split up a little bit. By the way, the breakaway is more riders than it was. There are 20 riders up the road now. Any big names? Pedersen's up there. Rolands, Chomias, Filippo Ganna, Philipson. There are definitely some names up there. Alves Machado is nearly at the end. Jorgensen, why are you struggling so much?
There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend.
Okay, water. Not Alves Machado, though. How about Jorgensen? Still a bit of time till the next one. He's making his way back up. Alves Machado slowly drifting back. It's just over 100 riders chasing 19. And you can see the fatigue. It's getting worse, not getting better. Distance, we've covered 160 kilometers already. So this is not good. This is trouble. Trouble coming. Short section though. It's 1.1. Well, short-ish. Gel for Alvarez Machado. He's going to need it. He's going back and fast. See, that's that wall. Riders just standing still. Wykankis is done. Rodriguez was dropped. Okay, Alvarez Machado. Auto. Wow, look at that. Look at the damage that did to him. Okay, Wykankis, go ahead and protect Rodriguez. Rodriguez might be too far back. He is technically in the Peloton, and this is now a breakaway group. But there's another breakaway group right ahead of us. It's going to come together. So we have Jorgensen protecting Rakovic now. All right, this group comes together. This is now considered the Peloton. We still have a breakaway. It's gotten slightly smaller, and the gap has gotten much closer. And that's 28 riders. Here's 22 riders giving chase, chasing hard. Definitely some damage being done. Wykankis couldn't hang on. That's showing you how fast they're going. That this group is actually crumbling as it chases. Looks like we'll have about 50 left in contention. We've got a long gap until we get to the next cobbled section. So I do expect that this group, albeit smaller, will regain contact. Those 5 riders, I would imagine we'll pull back a couple of them, but a few of them may not see the front again. Now 22 chasing 24. And yes, we drop some riders here, so Rodriguez is hanging on. He'll get back. Well, he might not. It's over a minute now. I thought they would have closed this gap down a bit, but this group is just getting smaller. Meanwhile, fatigue setting in here too. Telford, Jorgensen, both struggling. That's not good news, because even though Rakovic and Amanatoglu are +4s, they are not going to do well without Telford or Jorgensen. Rodriguez. I don't think that group's going to make it. Oh, no. Let's give you some help. Jorgensen. Wait for this rider. That group was not going to make it. We had to take advantage of that hill. We should have started just a little sooner. Follow. And Jorgensen. Jorgensen, pull it back. Come on, little uphill, and he can't make it because he doesn't climb as well. That was it for him. I can't wait. We've got a cobbled section coming up with an uphill. Rodriguez, I don't think he's going to make it. We tried. I think that's going to be it, though. Rodriguez onto the hill. The base of the hill. No cobbles. Oh, puncture for Owain Duel. Yeah. Yep, there you go. He's done. Jorgensen's done. Telford's done.
Some riders try to use the verge to avoid the cobbles, but it's at the risk of getting a flat tire.
And this is what I had worried about. This is these guys not being quick enough by themselves. Both of them get dropped. Now together, 12 riders in this group chasing the front group.
The riders are in a portion above 10%. That's another rider.
The uphill cobble thing, you can see just how slow our two guys are comparatively, and we lose a lot of ground. They have the stamina resistance that my other riders don't have. They obviously have the sprint capability that the other riders don't have, but they're just not good enough on the cobble, and this is why today was looking like a big problem. I mean, there's 27 riders ahead of us. We're not that far behind them, but it's going to be one cobbled section after another, after another, after another.
Over the cobbled sections, a rider has to up his awareness to avoid falling, and those that are on their last legs don't have the
Reykjavik gets
necessary
dropped.
physical resources to do so.
Monotoglu, he does not have much left. Just got to try to hang on as best we can. We've made contact with a few. We're looking maybe top 25 again.
This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
Reykjavik is back. It's good if these two can work together. Reykjavik putting some work in. Monotoglu trying to recover. No cobbled sections for just a little while. If we can link up with these groups ahead of us, that definitely has us going the right direction.
It seems to be catching.
2-star section coming. But it's uphill again. Monotoglu has recovered a little bit. I'm worried about the next section though. Looks like the worst one.
To be well positioned to avoid falls or breaks in the peloton.
Just hanging on. But Reykjavik working. It's group A7 now. 4 stars, 1.8k. Monotoglu, we're going to have to send him on this section. Slow down for this thing. Alright, here we go. Leave the group. Thank you. Ride your pace as fast as you can go. And he only got a few seconds ahead of these guys. It's just a 73 cobble rating is just not enough compared to these guys. I mean, 75, 79, 78. You can see we're surrounded by riders who are just better than we are.
10 kilometers to the finish line.
Monotoglu, one more section to go. And I think we've slipped out of the top 30. Still, we're ahead of Telford, but Telford and Jorgensen have been coming back at us of late.
There's another rider with a puncture. The sides of the road are not a tire's best
friend. All right,
friend.
relay together, guys. Together? Relay, can you relay together and not drop one another, you know?
Victory for Tish Benut.
Tish Benut with the win.
Who continue to arrive.
6k. Our flat rating giving us a little advantage here. No, not really. We're not that good.
Apparently there's another
3k.
puncture. The riders really should pay more attention to their choice of tires.
There's your top 20 as we approach 1k to go. We're going to just miss top 25. Monotoglu crosses the line. 26th. Of course. Of course. 26th and 27th. That close to a top 25 finish. Very similar to how that went last time, which is not what I was looking for. I wanted to ride for Telford or Jorgensen. Neither one of them came in with any reason to ride for them, unfortunately. Monotoglu and Reykjavik looked good on the day, but when we got to that difficult section with one after another, they went from front group to blowing up to, you know, slipping outside of the top 25. So we're at Paris-Roubaix. Doesn't get any better or harder than this. We don't have the undulation to deal with, but the cobbled sections are world-renowned for being the toughest, which means we literally have no choice but to ride for Jorgensen, to ride for Telford. Alves Machado has the next best cobble rating, and so we ride for him. We really miss Umberto Zeta at a race like this. He's here. He took 11th at Ronde van Vlaanderen. Today, he's a favorite with his cobble rating to finish quite a bit higher. But challenges already setting off, and you can already see fatigue. Every one of our riders already feeling it a bit. We're only chasing 14, and that group's already coming down in size, and they only have a 1 minute gap. It's going to be a tough race. We are not going to finish near the top. There's no chance even riding for Telford, even without any climbing, which certainly does favor them. They'll stick around for a little while, but this is going to be a major theme today. Waikakis with the puncture. You can see 3-4 riders going down there. We saw a big crash there. We saw a number of guys going backwards. Vaikenkis, he might not ever see the Peloton again. Right now he's close. Rekovic, Alves Machado, they lost a lot of ground on that one, but they're still in. Or just about, at least. Maybe not. And we're just hitting the first cobble sections. Rodriguez, Rekovic already at the end. Peloton, 100 riders, and yet we drop back that far already. See why Kankis, his ranking, he went from the front to 130 something. Of course, he had the puncture. It's a good excuse for him, but you can see, you know, Alves Machado and Rekovic, just how much ground those guys lost. Vaikenkis making his way back up. There is no good time to get water, but we might want to do so soon. 3 stars. Rekovic, he's going backwards. Vaikenkis, we're going to send him to get water now. Just as we exit there. He's got it. Maybe, come on. Okay, he's got it. He's recovering. 3-star section, though. Rodriguez. There goes Rekovic again. Vaikenkis got water to everybody. That's amazing that he was able to accomplish that. Now, checking in. Rekovic. He's done. Rodriguez. He's done. 3-star section. Vaikenkis needs to protect somebody. Who's it going to be? Telford. We're really down to just 4 now. Moreau, he's fading. We've got a decent little gap from here till our next section. The Peloton's getting smaller, not the other way around. Riders aren't catching up, they're getting dropped. Breakaway's shattered, so they're not much of a threat. It is a minute 45 though. You can see just how quickly you hit those cobbles and go backwards if you're fatigued. Moreau, Vaikenkis, Otto. That's 4 out. 59 left in the Peloton, just 8 left in the break. 3 riders for us up here. It's Telford, it's Jorgensen. So far, so good for those guys. Let's up this to 82s. Yet another flat tire. It's the Forest of Ehrenberg. 4-star, 2.2K. This is the famed region. Of course, you'd have the old road here that's blocked off. Whoa, what happened to Jorgensen? He was right there. He was right there. Did he have a puncture and I miss it? Wonder if he had a puncture and I missed it, because Jorgensen was right there, right next to Telford. 24 chasing 45. Jorgensen's in that. Apparently there's another puncture. The riders really should pay more attention. These guys are riding really hard to make up that ground and rejoin. There we go. Peloton.
Counter-attack by Mads Pedersen.
Alves Machado.
We've got just 1/3 of the race left to run. Now's not the time to give up watching.
85. 87. There's Alves Machado going backwards. Jorgensen. Not so calmly returning to the front. We're going to have to pick between these two. I might have picked Jorgensen before, but I think Telford's cobble rating is a little higher. Just 36 left in the Peloton now. We're really starting to get down to it. And Jorgensen still has not recovered. There we go. He is finally up here. Telford. Resistance is not good for either. But Telford's a little more fresh right now.
Some will try to stay in the middle, while others will take to the sides, practically on the grass. Another flat tire.
Jorgensen, gel. 38, chasing 4. Not much longer now. A lot of cobble sections to go. We're a little over halfway. And Jorgensen starts to fade.
There's a
33
collective
riders
several
chasing
riders on the
3.
ground.
And
only
we need
hope
to
that
start
they all
backing
get back
off.
up.
Telford's not going to
Holy cow,
last.
that was a fall.
He needs to recover a little bit, which means he will get dropped from the front group, which
There's a
just
breakaway
split
in the leading group. That's another rider
for
with
a
flat
moment.
tire. The road is really treacherous.
25 now.
Falling behind.
At the
A team
moment,
leader
we're
is
looking
falling
at a top
behind.
25, but there goes the energy. Thomas Machado was dropped a long time ago. Sorry. There you go. Jorgensen. Okay, Telford's been dropped. 17 at the front. 19 at the front. 9 chasing. Telford's got decent cobble rating. It's going to help him. But he's gone the wrong direction, so his top 25 is looking less likely at the moment. And this is why these guys aren't much help. They don't have the flat rating, they don't have the resistance. Stamina's okay, cobble rating's okay, but that's it. This is their kind of race. There's no climbing here. This is his kind of race, and yet he's still just struggling, going backwards. Hardest section we're going to face. You can see how it brings him forward just a little bit, but ultimately there's way too many riders in front. 40K. And again, he goes backwards. He lost the group he was in, and a new group catches up to him. Just shows how weak his other ratings are. Jorgensen's getting close now. There's only a half minute separating the two of them. Telford recovers a little bit through there. We're kind of getting into those final sectors. You can see how Telford's definitely quicker cobble rating wise than the guys around him as he leaves a couple in the dust. But then they come back in the flat. 5 stars. Just the two of them left again. And Telford goes backwards, out of energy. Final sectors. But again, the group comes back at him. Last cobbled section.
One of the motorcyclists says that a rider is down.
Thinking we're outside of the top
Apparently, he didn't
35
interfere
at this
with the
point.
race. There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves up.
7K.
There's another rider with a puncture.
Vanderpool has already won. Tish Benut second.
A really
2
powerful
podiums.
sprint finish to claim a
2 big
great
monuments.
victory. The
Pollitt
cheerleaders
takes
are still
3rd.
coming in.
Duel takes 5th. Vedart 6th. $3K. There's your top 20. And we still have 2.5K to go. Which is why I figured we are definitely too far down for a top 25. Catching up to another rider here. 1K. I've got just a tiny bit of energy for a last moment sprint.
Apparently, there's another puncture.
Needs to be up a few
The riders
spots.
really should pay more
30
attention to
seconds.
their choice of tires.
And there's Jorgensen, 38th, right behind us. He almost caught up. Yeah, we're just not good in classics right now. Rough year for that, considering the sponsor we have. So either we're going to have to focus a little bit after re-signing for Mark on picking up some classics riders, or developing in-house like White Kankus, or find a different sponsor that's not Belgian or Dutch for that matter. That's all the time I have for this episode, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there.